What is up, guys? How we doing? I did not make a video yesterday, and I'm sorry for that. I've just been busy with work, and I haven't had a good last couple days, to be honest with you. I was just in this weird funk where I just didn't want to make a video. I hate to make a depressing video right after celebrating, getting 100 subscribers, but it's just been a long couple days. Um, Work yesterday sucked. We didn't get off till late, and I had a really rough day. Just rude customers, rude servers that I picked up food from, rude just everybody, and it just kind of compiled, and then I got off and had a hard time relaxing and getting sleep. And then today, work was shit. I had for the first time, I actually had a couple refuse to get in my car because Persephone was there. And this fucking asshole not only berated me for having my daughter with me because he was, so privileged that he's unable to piece together that I kind of don't have an option. And, but he told me that I was wasting his time, not the other way around. It's not like he was wasting my time, and, every lost trip is lost money, and it's not like I texted him beforehand. It's not like I'm wasting gas to get there. No, I wasted this guy's time. It was a group of two. They could have fit in the car, and he just refused to because he didn't. Just because she was in there. And the wife was even okay with it. She was in the middle of getting in the car, and he was like, "No, we're just going to wait. Get out, honey. We're going to wait." And that was the stance he chose to die on. Look, if you don't want to get in my car, if you want to refuse a ride because I have a kid in it, I get it. But this is a small town. I'm not the only Uber driver here that drives with a kid, actually. There's several. In a town like this, you don't have a whole lot of options. And especially around this time of year. I've been doing this job for a minute, over a year, and I've literally never had a couple do that. I've never had somebody just straight up refuse to get into the car. I've had people get in the car and kind of make comments about it, and then I explain the situation a little more, and then they're a little more understanding about it, because I do get it. But every customer, I immediately text them, "Hey, I can only fit 3 people," and that way, if it's a group of 4, they can see that and they can cancel and kick it to another driver with no fee, because there's a fee once I get there. But even if there's a mix-up and I get there and it's a group of 4, I usually cancel on my end, so there's no fee for them. Like, I do everything to account for the fact that she's with me and to not let that affect customers and their experience or get hit with a fee or anything. And I text every customer to let them know in advance. So, and this wasn't like it was a group of 4, it was a group of 2, and it was just this angry old man that's probably in town off his fucking daddy's inheritance money, has no idea what struggle looks like. And it just pisses me off because after doing this for over a year, I'm a big part of the community. A lot of people know me. I've taken so many locals to work multiple times, taken them home multiple times. I've given so many different tourists ride and been hired off of Uber to continue to give them rides while they're here in town. I have several older ladies that I've repeatedly, taken to the hospital or taken to the nursing home that know me, and I put in the extra effort there, and I've had so many heartfelt conversations with customers and people, and I just I don't know. I've done a lot of good in town. And to just sit here and be berated like that, just, yeah, I get it. Shrug it off. Don't let it get to you. But it's like, fuck you. You come to a tourist town and shit on the people that make it function. Be proud of that, dude. I'll bet a year's salary, which isn't very much, that he probably went on to go to a restaurant and stiff a server. I hate this job. I wish I could do something better. I've talked to you guys extensively about how to get from here to something better, but it's just going to take time. That's just the facts. There's no way I can get a better job and get put in a better position right now. There's no way I can go get a serving gig and put her in daycare. I can't afford it. There's no way I can, there's nothing I can do. And most customers get that. Most customers get in and they're super sweet and they understand that. And I'm lucky I'm in the market that I'm in, because like I wouldn't, you know, be comfortable driving with her with me if I was doing this in like Springfield or Memphis. Like I'm in a lucky market for it, you know. And yeah, no, just sit here and berated by people that have never had to struggle in life, that can't put two and two together. Just a fucking single dad out here surviving, willing to give you a ride on my dime in my car, even though you're not gonna tip and you're only going half a mile and could just walk it, all to be berated and told that I'm wasting your time because your time is more valuable than mine, apparently. Even though your accomplishments in life have been spending your dad's money. Good job. And then he said he was going to report me to Uber. Because after he said, you were wasting my time, I said, really? You're wasting your own time. Because you can fit in the car, you're choosing to wait for somebody else. If you don't want to ride, I get it. That's your right. But don't sit here and say, I'm wasting your time. You're wasting your own time, you know? And, yeah, because I fucking said that, I'm going to get reported to Uber. Oh, man. Because, you know, Uber gives a shit about the customers. But it's just, I care about the customers, man. Like, I fight for them tooth and nail. And then get treated like that. Then I go do an Uber Eats and I pick up from a restaurant, and then I get treated like shit from the server because they don't know how to do their jobs. Hey, how long? I'm here, Uber pickup, to pick this up. Name, blah, blah. Oh, okay, they're working on it. Thank you. I wasn't able to sniff that one out. See, as somebody that served for 10 years, that sentence would never come out of my mouth. If somebody were to walk in and say, hey, you know, I got a pickup order for this, I would go to the kitchen and I would ask how long it's going to be. And then I would come out and go, oh, okay, yeah, your order is going to be 5 to 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, whatever. The last thing I would ever say is, oh, yeah, well, it doesn't appear to be ready. Oh, thank you. That was great. Can you get a time frame on that for me, please? Because, you know, like if they're working on it, could mean anything. That could mean 5 minutes. It could mean half an hour, you know, especially whenever the place is packed. So every time I ask a server to get me a time frame so I can make the decision on whether I'm going to keep this order or not, because if it's going to be 20 minutes to half an hour, there's no point in staying for that, right? You should kick it to a different driver to come pick up in half an hour. But if it's going to be 5 minutes, okay, 10 maybe, depending on how much it is, 15 maybe, again, depending on how much it is. But you start crossing that line into the 20 minutes, 30 minutes, there's no point. You might as well kick it to a different driver. So every time I ask a server to get me a time frame, which they should have just done from the start because that's their job, I'm looked at as rude and like I'm rushing them, when really I'm just trying to find out how long it's going to be so I can make a decision about the order that's best for me. And I don't get that. I understand that there are rude door dashers out there that tap their foot that are all in a hurry, but I'm just simply asking for a time frame, for a time window. They're working on it is as vague as it can be. You know, like, I need to know how long it's going to be, right? So I get treated like shit by the servers that don't know how to do their jobs. And it just baffles me that I even have to ask them that, right? Because like I said, as somebody who's waited tables, if you were to come in and tell me that you were here for pickup, I would just go to the kitchen and ask. But the problem is, well, I'm not making them any money, so fuck me, right? I'm a waste of their time. Screw putting in extra effort. We're all about minimum effort here. And then we complain that we deserve to get paid more after putting in minimum effort. And I know I might be coming off as an asshole right now, but dude, I've worked in customer service all my life. I'm good at it. I love serving. I love waiting tables. And I don't know. I go into places daily where I hear them back there bitching about their shift or complaining that they want to go home and that they don't feel good, or like yesterday, I had a Uber Eats from Tropical Smoothie Cafe. I get there, right? Say, hey, I'm here for so-and-so. And then they're like, yeah, they're working on it. Okay, whatever. Fine. I didn't ask for a time frame because I didn't want to come off as rude. So I just sat there, and all three of them, I shit you not, went and had a conversation in the back that I could overhear about one of them needs to go home at exactly 8, and one of them isn't really feeling it. That's what she said, verbatim. I'm not really feeling it. So I want to go home. Like, I could stay, but I'm not really feeling it. So, and I'm like, I'm over here with a pulled muscle on my 6th day this week. And you're not making my fucking order, dude. Like, what the fuck? Over here complaining about your job while you're making me make less than minimum wage. Thank you. Who has the right to complain here? I guess not me ever, because then I'm an asshole. So I sat here and watched 3 people help all these other people that came in after this order was put in, then finally made my order, and then just left it in the bag sitting there for 10 minutes. And then I approached the counter again, and she was like, are you still waiting for that? And I'm like, yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm waiting on that bag sitting right there. I have been this whole time. I know you know that. You've been sitting here looking at me all oddly. I know you know that was from you. Why didn't you just fucking hand that to me? That's not what I said. I just said thank you and went about my way. But like literally waited 30 minutes for this simple order. And 10 of it was them just not giving me the bag. And it took 10 minutes because I had to re-enter the line and go, yeah, that bag's for me. But I guess you forgot whenever you were having your conversation about needing to go home. Like, it just bothers me as somebody that's worked in customer service all my life, to see people that are so bad at it, to just give bare minimum effort, to go into Taco Bell and to listen to them cuss behind the counter, cuss about being there, bitch about their day. And it's like, dude, I get it. These are hard jobs. They suck. Customer service sucks. It's difficult. It's hard work. I tip my hat to you. But if you're not going to do a good job with the job that you have, why would you ever expect anything better? Right? If you can't do service level work well, why would you be trusted with a higher paying position? You know, like what? It doesn't matter whether you're shoveling shit or you're the rich CEO of a company. if you're going to do it, you might as well do it to 100% of your effort. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and the company's. That's how I've always looked at work. And your time is the most valuable thing on earth. So you might as well bust your ass. I guess but then again, serving, the harder you work, the more you get paid. While Taco Bell, fast food, you work your ass off and you don't get paid that much. I recognize that. I've never worked in fast food for that reason. I could not handle it. I could not handle making minimum wage while getting screamed at. But here I am doing a job where I make less than minimum wage and get screamed at. So no, this video isn't trying to shit on customer service workers. Like, I get it, man. I get it. I've been in the industry, about to turn 28. I got my first fucking job at 15, so 13 years now. I've been everything you can think of, from dishwashing to cooking, serving, hosting, busting. I've done it all, you know? So I get it. I get how hard it is, but God, it's frustrating to go into Walmart, have 10 people standing there with sour attitudes that I have to do a WIC purchase. And the way WIC purchases work is you have to go through the counter. But hey, nobody's working the counter, so great. So now what you have to do is you got to go to self-checkout, ring everything up, and then they print it out, take you to a counter, and then redo it. And they always have a sour attitude about it. And it's like, well, why not have a counter open then? Why not have me just come over here in the first place? Like, why are you having a sour attitude with me for just fucking existing? Like, and I'm sick of it, man. Whether I'm working or whether I'm shopping or whether I'm trying to go eat somewhere, it's like I just get met with rudeness. And I'm a attitude matcher, you can say. If somebody's rude to me, I give it right back. Is that a good trait to have? Sometimes, sometimes not. Sometimes it is better to be the bigger person. And a lot of times, I choose to be in these scenarios. But fucking A, it drives me crazy to know how good of a server I am and how much I bust my ass for customers and how hard I work just to go into a restaurant and watch somebody go, yeah, it's not ready. Well, could you get me a time frame, please? Yeah, whenever I get a minute. There's nobody here, dude. Like, what do you mean when you get a minute? I could get that done in 10 seconds. Just, how long is it gonna be? Chef! That's it. I'm not rushing you. I'm just trying to know, is it 5 minutes? Is it 20? But nope. I'm an asshole for trying to do my job, for trying to get the customer the information on how long their order is going to take, because that's another reason why you need to ask too, is so you can text the customer, because I text every customer, hey, I'm here at the restaurant waiting, it's going to be X amount of minutes. I'm very communicative with them because doing that gets you better tips. It's better considered to be better service. So yeah, I communicate with all my customers and I care about their order being right and care about them just to fucking get cussed out by them because somebody fucking forgot to put pickles on their fucking burger and somehow that's my fault. I'm tired of it. Yeah, that's my video, man. I'm trying to figure out how to get into a better position and I just don't know how. I'm just stuck. I don't like that I have to bring Persephone with me every day. It makes me feel like shit. It makes me feel like shit that she has to ride around with me. But my God, man. I get an order. I get chewed out by the server that I'm picking up the order from. I get chewed out by the customer that I stuck up for and stuck out my neck out for because their order wasn't made right. I pick somebody up. I get chewed out for having my kid with me. 80% of customers don't care. And they say to the other 20%, fuck them, fuck caring what they think. But unfortunately, I have to care what they think. It's my job. Those 20% of customers can get me fired, you know, like. So I do everything in my power to let them know, hey, I can only fit 3. And usually, this is the first time I've ever had a couple just flat out refuse to get in my car. And I've put a lot of money into making my car look good on the inside and putting lights in it. And because whenever we give a customer a ride, we're providing them with an experience, you know? And I look at waiting tables the same way. You're not just bringing that person food on the surface. Yes, that's what it looks like, but you're creating an experience. You're creating a memory for that customer. That customer is going to remember that one time they went to Branson and had that badass server, you know, that cracked them up, and that's a memory for somebody. That's a big fucking deal. Like, people act like service level work is bullshit, but I take that service part seriously, and it sucks to see other people that don't. It sucks to be shit on as somebody that does, and it sucks to work for a billion-dollar company that does everything in its power to fuck me over and their customers. So that's how I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it to my birthday. I love you guys, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being depressing, but I'm so fed up with it, and I'm not excited that work's about to get a shit ton busier. I don't know what to do. I know that I got a 6-month plan, and maybe then I can consider other options, but for right now, I have no options. This is it. This is what I'm stuck with, you know, and if some privileged fucking idiot that flies into town off his daddy's money doesn't get that, then fuck him.